Here is another example from the book by Bassi that shows a typical technique for returning more than one value. As we have seen, there can be functions that, for instance, naturally return a list of values, and that's fine. But sometimes we want to return two unrelated values. So in this case, that's the charge of a protein and the proportion of charged amino acids in the protein. You see, these are computed separately. So we've got the charge here that's computed with the same technique as the example above. But we also have another variable that's a counter. And if the amino acid happens to be one of the charged ones, then we increase count by 1. You see, n here checks whether the content of this variable is a key in the dictionary. So in the end, we take this count, multiply it by 100 and divide it by the length of the sequence to obtain the proportion, the percentage of residues that are charged, that are ionized within the protein. And then we want to return both the charge and that proportion. And the way we do it, we create basically a tuple on the fly and we return that. And this is a very common, very idiomatic Python construct. So how would you use this function? Well, when you call the function, you know it returns a tuple, so it's actually customary to unpack the values in this way. It's very convenient. So C gets the first element of the tuple, which would be the charge, and P gets the second element of the tuple, which would be the proportion of charged residues, and that's it. Obviously, you could also do something like this. You can do a result equal charge and proportion sig, and if you print that result variable, that's obviously the tuple. So you see the two elements of it. So you could do something like this. You could just take this and change it to first element of the results, index 0, and second element of the results, index 1. Oh, sorry about that. It says name error, name results is not defined. That's because I had written result here, not results. So I need to remove this S, and I need to remove the S from there. And there we go. So as you see, this is also an option. So assigning the entire tuple to a variable and then splitting it like that. But normally this is much quicker, so people do it like that. They unpack the tuple on the fly, and that's it.